Hey guys, Adam here, and today I have Victor.
Hi everyone.
Just Victor. Rusmin was staring at Bloomberg just now, and then now he went home. So just the two of us, and we're going to do something a little bit different. So instead of our standard round tables where we have a long discussion about a topic, for this particular format, I don't know what to call it yet, but it's just the two of us. Sometimes it could be Rusmin, sometimes it could be someone else. And we're going to do videos, how-to videos about how we can answer certain questions that you have. So a very specific question, how we can tackle that, and give you the answer that you need fast. Okay, so today we're going to answer the question, how do you calculate exactly how much you need for retirement? So I think that's a big question for a lot of people. Everyone wants to retire, but how much do you actually need, and how do you go about calculating that? All right. So why don't I ask Victor how you do it first?
Okay, so basically it's really to look at your current lifestyle, right? How much you are actually spending right now. I mean, of course, if now your current lifestyle is what you want to do in your retirement, congrats. You're at your retirement already. Okay, but if it's not what you want to do, you need to imagine, right, what you want to do when you retire. And based on the expected lifestyle that you have, immediately go and find out what's the cost to do all these things on a yearly basis. Okay, so once you find out the cost, let's say example, the whole cost right now, right, in 2026 is 5,000 a month to sustain whatever that you wish that you do 20 years from now. So I'll take this 5,000 number, I will account for inflation, so I'll put 3%. Okay, in fact the Singapore inflation was 2.5% over a long term.
I think it's about 2%. Actually.
2%, is it?
Yeah, 2%.
I just being conservative, I just put 3%, okay? And that amount will work out to be, in 20 years time, it will be 9,000 a month. Right? So that means 9,000 a month, 20 years from now, it's actually worth 5,000 now. Okay? I'm what we call the typical Singaporean, very kiasi one, scared to die, right? So I always have an additional buffer. So I will multiply by 1.2%. Okay. So basically it's at 1.2 times. So that means it's 20%. Okay, so that will work out to be about $10,000, 800. Right, the inflation is 9,000 times 1.2 is about 10,800.
That is your goal.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is my cash flow that I want to build. So from with that goal, right, from now, right, I will build a dividend portfolio to get this cash flow. Okay, but of course, some of you may worry, you know, that am I able to get this? Right? Do I need a large sum of money? If you analyze it, right, there's about more than 120,000 divided by 5%. That's going to be a huge sum, right? But in fact, like we mentioned in a lot of the videos, right, if you buy dividend stock at the right time, right, and you buy stocks that are growing, and you buy at, especially you go big on crisis, actually your yield on cost, right, can be very, very high. And eventually you need actually much less amount, right, to actually hit 10,000 per month. Right, so that is how I'm going to do it for my retirement, and that's how I usually calculate my retirement. I don't calculate based on the actual sum, but I calculate based on the monthly cash flow.
Okay, so I think a lot of times when people answer this question, they look for a magic number. As in how much I need in terms of like this amount of money to retire. But you are going about it in a slightly different way, which is I'm just going to look for the cash flow. And this is my magic number for the cash flow that I want, which is 10,800, because you inflation and you add a buffer, and then you start building a portfolio to get to that cash flow now. So eventually, maybe in 10 years from now, 15 years from now, your portfolio, if you're investing in that way, should give you like the 10,000 a month.
Yes, correct. So you actually got a target to do. Okay. Right. So I think this way is much clearer than actually hitting a larger amount. Okay. Right. Yeah.
So because in this sense, depending on how you invest, your number could be bigger or smaller, the net worth that you need. Because if you invest well, you buy in the right prices, you get in when the yields are high, you need a smaller amount. So the magic, this retirement number can actually shift. So this is how you do it. Actually, I think that's a good way to go about figuring out how you get
correct.
there.
I prefer this than the absolute number, and you just draw down the absolute number. I think that's very scary.
Okay. All right. So that's how an investor would do it.
Yes, correct.
But if you're still looking for another way, like, okay, that doesn't work for me. Some people are different. How they want to know how much I need. Let's say I have $1 million. That is enough for whatever it is. What you can do is that there are other ways to do it as well. So I'm going to share some tips with you as well. In fact, if you're Singaporean, you can just go to the CPF website and they will tell you exactly how
Yep.
to do it. So I went to check this out. You can just Google CPF retirement planner. That should be the number one result. And you can log in with your SingPass.
Yep.
And the reason why you use SingPass is that it calibrates with your CPF balances. So it's personal for everyone. You and me will be different.
Yep.
You can just go in and they will ask you, what is your payout goal in today's dollars? So same for you. Your payout goal is 5,000 in
Yep.
today's dollars.
I mean, I give an example.
Okay, it's more than that or less, I don't know.
Yeah.
But the CPF website will tell you, so what do you want every month? So if the default here, I think it could be whatever you want. It goes up to 5,000. So let's just say if you put in 5,000 in the CPF website, and they're using an inflation of 2%.
Yep.
So based on my age, and this is different for everyone. So based on my age, when I am 65, that $5,000 today will be $7,730 when I'm 65.
Yeah.
So it's different for everyone because if you're younger, this will be a bigger amount.
And this one is lower than 1%. 1% make a big difference.
Yeah. So this is based on 2% inflation, based on my age to 65. So that will tell you how much you need in future dollars. And then they will ask you what kind of plan that you want, a standard plan, escalating plan, all these are CPF things. And then you just hit next. And then they will tell you, they ask you for more information, what's your monthly salary, what's your bonus, are you going to have increments in your monthly salary and all that, and then they will know how much you have in your special account.
Yep.
So what you have in your ordinary and MediSave is not included. This is purely in your special account, and then you can project the payout, and then they will tell you that based on what you have today, and if you project it, if your CPF contributions and your interest in CPF and all that, you are either going to have a shortfall or you're going to meet it.
Yep.
All right. So based on this, they're telling me my projected monthly payout is going to be $3,200 in future dollars.
Yeah.
So if I want a 5,000, in today's dollars, it's going to be 7,000 in future. I'm actually a shortfall about $4,000. So I'm a bit far away if I want that payout. So you can go and check it out using CPF. I think it's a very, very easy way to
correct
to check to just kind of calculate things.
And the cash flow that I calculate is excluding CPF. If you build your own portfolio, if you included CPF, it will be much higher.
Yeah. So you're very, very a lot of buffers and buffers. CPF is one thing. Yeah. And this is just your investment portfolio.
I just aim for the one that I want to sustain my lifestyle. CPF is an additional bonus.
It's a bonus. Yeah. So I would recommend you doing something like that.
Yeah.
Because I think if you're watching this channel, you're investing.
Yeah.
This is what you should go for. But if you want like a very simple click, I can find out what number I should have in mind, you can use your CPF.
Yeah.
Okay. That's for CPF. But what if you're not Singaporean? What I really like this website, I use it a lot. It's called 4percentrule.com. And if you go there, I think this is the best, I guess, retirement planning calculator out there. It's free to use. I really recommend that you just go there and key in on the numbers, so you can just put in your current age, when you want to retire, what your current assets are, like how much you have in your net worth, and how long do you plan to live. So they ask you how many retirement years you have, and then you input all the rest, like inflation, how much your returns are expected from your equity and from your fixed income, and your allocation into equity and fixed income. It's actually very simple to use, and you put it in, you plug it in, they will tell you how much your portfolio is going to grow in value until you retire, and then you start drawing it down. And how much you draw down also depends. You can also put in the figures as well, and then it will tell you how long this portfolio will last.
Yep.
So you can see over here, you will actually last you more than quite a long time based on what I put in here. So I think this is a very, very useful tool. I think it's the best one I've seen so far. I highly recommend this one.
Yeah, I saw it. It's very good.
Very good, and it's simple to use. It might look like that there are a lot of like parameters to put in, but it's actually okay. It's very, very simple to use. I really recommend this one. 4percentrule.com, not my website. I recommend it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I think at the end of the day, right, don't be too fixated with the numbers. What I'm telling you that is sometimes when you set, let's say I give example, I set like 5,000 a month, right, which is 10,000 but in maybe by the time I reached out there, I did not hit 10,000, but maybe I hit 8,000, but it's just roughly there.
Still good enough, right?
It's still good enough, right? And maybe at that point of time, your lifestyle may have changed, and maybe you don't travel that much, or you have lower expense on certain things, right? You get a lot of access, because I still give you a 20% buffer, just in case of anything, right? In fact, it's 9,000, right? But I just put a 20% just buffer in case of any emergency and all this.
Because you never know what might happen.
Yes, correct.
Because medical emergencies,
yes.
extra kid.
Yes, correct. Extra kids, no. They're too old already. Yeah.
You never know. Okay, so things might happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you like to have buffers.
Buffer,
we make sure that anything is okay. So how to calculate how much you need for retirement? I guess there are two ways. One is you just aim for that cash flow.
Yeah.
And you invest to hit that cash flow.
Yeah.
And once you get there, you kind of know that, hey, I can retire because my passive income covers my expenses.
Yeah.
That is one way to do it. The other way is you want to look for that magic number, like how much you need in your bank account or in your investment account, and how long that amount is going to last you based on how much you're spending. Then all these other calculators that I shared with you, the CPF planner, that's specifically for CPF. And I think the best one is the 4percentrule.com. This applies to anyone, anywhere you are in the world. I think it's the best calculator out there. Use this one. And this will give you the number that you have and that you need and how long it will last you. It's like a fancy graph and everything. Go and play with this because it's different for everyone.
Yeah, I think you must generally you still have to have a number, right? Because you need a number to work towards.
You need
right?
a direction, right?
If you don't have a number, there's no direction, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people, I ask a lot of my friends or people that I encounter, they talk about they want to retire. So I ask them, what is your retirement number? They will say maybe 1 million, 2 million, right? From the way they reply, I already know that they don't know their retirement number, right? If you are very clear, right, you should go and find out what's the exact lifestyle that you want, right? I know your lifestyle may change, but that's where the buffer come in, right? So you need to work towards you just need to roughly be there, add in a buffer. I think you are already roughly there already.
Okay.
Then you don't have it at the back of your head.
Yep.
Yeah, because when you have a number at the back of your head, right, you realize now you'll start to do things a bit differently. Yeah. When it comes to investing, when it comes to saving,
not spending money.
Yeah. You will change according to the goal that you already set already.
Yeah. So if you haven't done any of this, I think
you should do it.
Treat this as maybe like a reminder, like it's time to do it.
Yeah.
And there are free tools out there for you to do it. So check either CPF or 4percentrule.com. I think that's really good.
And also, if you like this format of video, do let us know.
Yeah, drop us a comment because I think we want to answer some of the quick questions that we have.
Correct.
Instead of doing a really long roundtable, let's just do a quick one like how we're doing now. And so if you like this, please hit the like button. Tell us that you actually like this. Put them in the comment section. If any questions about this question, you can also put them in. You can ask more questions. And if there are other topics that you want us to cover, like quick questions that you want us to answer in this format, put them in the comment section as well.
Yes, correct.
So that we can answer them for you. I mean, the really good questions, you can just pick it up. Yeah, and then we just do a quick one like that. All right, so I think that's it. If you like this, like I said, hit the like button. Subscribe to our channel. We have roundtables. We have formats like this to answer your questions, just to help you, get more clarity about what you want to achieve.
Yes.
And that's different for everyone. Okay. So with that, my name is Adam. Victor.
Thank you.
Just the two of us today. Thank you for joining us. Of course, any questions, like I said, put them in the comment section. What other topics you want us to talk about? Or any questions that you have, put them in the comment section and we will get to it. All right, so with that, thank you and we'll see you again.